today is the second time that Malihe isn't with me, so it's me and you. Unit 27, attracting tourists. Attracting tourists. So, describing tourist destinations. Part A. Destination Suriname. Suriname is a country in South America. So, destination Suriname. If you're the type of traveler who wants to escape the crowds, get off the beaten track, and get back to nature, take a closer look at Suriname. So we will go sentence by sentence. If you're the type of traveler who wants to escape the crowds, as the definition is given, escaping the crowds means go where there are not many people. Escape the crowds. Get off the beaten track. Get off the beaten track. That means to go to places tourists don't normally go, somewhere different, unusual. So, get off the beaten track. Off the beaten track means far away from other people, houses, etc. For example, you can say they live miles off the beaten track, means they live far, far away. So, get off the beaten track. And get back to nature. Get back to nature. The meaning is clear, I guess, and it means live a natural, rural style of life. Okay? Take a closer look at Suriname. Suriname's tourist sector is relatively modest, and the emphasis is on what makes the country different for the discerning traveler. So Suriname's tourist sector. Tourist sector, sector is another word to say industry. Note that the pronunciation is industry. Tourist sector, tourist industry. Is relatively modest. Modest here means not very expensive. And the emphasis is on what makes the country different for the discerning traveler. Discerning, as a definition is given down here, means showing good judgment, especially about style and quality. You can use this word for customers. You can say the discerning customer. And other Caribbean nations may boast better sand, sea, and sun, but because of that, you don't find hordes of people in Suriname. Modest, I already said the meaning. Modest here means not very expensive, because we're talking about tourism. It can also refer to importance or how large somewhere can be. So depending on the context, it can imply different meaning. Modest. We can also use it to describe someone who is humble. A modest person. That is another meaning. So other Caribbean nations may boast better sand, sea, and sun. Boast, this use of boast is for listing the good qualities of a place. When you boast about something, you speak highly of it. But here, the meaning refers to the good qualities that this country offers for tourists. So other Caribbean countries, other Caribbean nations may boast better sand, sea, and sun, but because of that, you won't find hordes of people in Suriname. Horde refers to a large number of people in a place, and it's disapproving, hordes of people. What you will find is a wealth of wildlife with a huge range of flora and fauna. What you will find is a wealth of. Wealth of something means a big amount, a great amount of something. You can use, for example, you can say a wealth of information or a wealth of experience. Hello, guys. Hello again for guys who are joining us. If any of you, today Malihe is absent, if any of you is willing to join me, you're welcome. So what you will find is a wealth of, a huge amount of wildlife with a huge range of flora and fauna. Flora and fauna, as a definition is here, is given plants and animals. It's a fixed Latin phrase, and it's a really common one in IELTS exam. I'm telling this to you, especially Massa, flora and fauna. The British pronunciation is fauna, flora and fauna, but Americans say fauna. More than 12% of the country is given over to national parks and nature reserves, and large tracts of the country are covered by virgin rainforests. So, more than 12% of the country is given over to national parks. National park, where is the definition? Areas of a country that are protected by the government because of their natural beauty. Oh, today I'm stumbling today. Handling a live session alone is really hard work. So sorry for my errors and mistakes. Anyways, so national parks, areas of a country that are protected by the government because of their natural beauty or because they have a special history. And nature reserves, again, areas of land protected in order to keep safe the animals and plants that live there, often because they are rare. Nature reserves, you can also, the synonym, the paraphrase could be the word conservation areas. Again, a very common one in IELTS exam. Conservation areas, protected areas of land, because there are some endangered and vulnerable species of animals and plants. So here comes a question. Spell what, Mahsa? I don't get your question. Spell what? So that is the meaning of nature reserves and large tracts of the country. Tracts, areas of land, collocates with large, vast, and huge. A synonym for the word tract could be the word stretch. We can say large stretches of the country are covered by virgin rainforest. Virgin here means original and natural. You can also use it, for example, to say original virgin snow. Virgin snow, it's unspoiled and untouched. So that is the meaning of virgin here, and it has other meanings as well. So if you're seeking something out of the ordinary, click here for more information. Seek something out of the ordinary, looking for something different, and it's rather formal. So that is with part A, and I guess I told you every single note that I've written here. So just one more time, I'm going to read the whole part, and then we will go through part B. If you guys have any questions, just drop them here as comments or in the question box. So, destination Suriname. If you're the type of traveler who wants to escape the crowds, get off the beaten track, and get back to nature, take a closer look at Suriname. Suriname's tourist sector is relatively modest, and the emphasis is on what makes the country different for a discerning traveler. Other Caribbean nations may boast better sand, sea, and sun, but because of that, you won't find hordes of people in Suriname. What you will find is a wealth of wildlife with a huge range of flora and fauna. More than 12% of the country is given over to national parks and nature reserves, and large tracts of the country are covered by virgin rainforests. So, if you're seeking something out of the ordinary, click here for more information. Now going through part B, travel advertisements. This is American pronunciation, advertisement, and I guess British pronunciation is advertisement. It's a little bit different, so in case you hear, beware of that. They also use the, abbreviation form AD or AD as a short form. Travel advertisements. Unwind in Ubeda, recharge in Positano, all from under 800 pounds. So unwind in Ubeda. What is the meaning of unwind? It means relax, reduce your general level of stress. The synonym could be the word wind down. It means, again, to relax. Wind down, unwind. Recharge. Recharge means get back your energy, like recharging a battery. So, all from under 800 pounds. Taste of the bush. Bush, relax or chill out. Exactly, chill out can be another word to say unwind or wind down. Thank you, Mr. Sirati, if I'm not mispronouncing your last name. Taste of the bush. Bush, number 3, wild areas covered in grass, bushes or trees, especially in Africa and Australia. As you know, the meaning of the bush is more clear in the picture. All travel in air-conditioned 4x4 vehicles. 4x4 vehicles, as you can see, pronounced 4x4 vehicles with driving power on all 4 wheels. I guess, this is more pleasing for travelers, especially men. We also refer to these kind of cars and vehicles like, off-roaders or off-road cars, where the ground is tough, but you can drive anyway because, the power is on every single wheel. Now, the third picture. Miss English classes. Hi, dear Sima, my dear artist. How are you doing? I'm glad that you're here. Waterfront villas, self-catering, sleep up to 6, stunning locations, unbeatable prices. Phone now. So, guys, other than learning the vocabulary, pay attention to the style of English when it comes to advertisement and when it comes to newspaper language. In every context they use different style of language, like formal English, informal English, or casual street English. This is newspaper English, so pay attention to that. Waterfront villas. Waterfront, as the word again itself projects on the edge of the sea or of a river, means close to the water, so that you can, swim or do other activities related to water, like water ski, etc. So waterfront villas, self-catering. Self-catering, we had this word in previous unit. It means that you do most of the things by yourself. You are your own boss. You are your own boss. Sorry, I just got distracted. During the vacation, you cook, you have no guide, and so on. Oh my god, my emoji in my last comment is wrong. It's okay, it happens. Sorry guys, and sorry for those who are going to watch this on YouTube later on. I'm alone today, and I have to connect and communicate to someone so that I can handle this today's session, so accept my apologies. Anyways, self-catering, I said the meaning, sleep up to 6. Here it means sleep up to 6. That means there is space for up to 6 people to stay at that place. And stunning locations. Stunning means marvelous, outstanding, amazing, etc. Unbeatable prices. Unbeatable. Number 7, no other company can offer cheaper ones for the same service. Unbeatable. Unparalleled can be a synonym for that. Unbeatable, unparalleled, or unrivaled. These 3 words are synonyms. Unbeatable prices. So that is with the 3rd picture. Now moving to the 4th one. Awe-inspiring national parks. Awe-inspiring means impressive. A synonym could be the word impressive. Awe-inspiring. Number 8, the meaning which is given here means it fills you with a sense of the power and the beauty of what you are looking at. Yeah, awe is a sense of, respect, and slightly combined with fear that you have towards somebody or something. So when something is awe-inspiring, means that you have this sense of respect combined with fear towards something. Here, it refers to the beauty of the national parks. Awe-inspiring national parks. Let me drink some water. Rambles, hikes, and treks. Rambles, hikes, and treks. Number 9 helps us with the meaning. These words represent a scale of length and difficulty. Where was I? These words represent a scale of length and difficulty. A ramble is a long, pleasant walk. Not too demanding means physically you don't, spend so much energy. A hike is more demanding, suggesting more difficult terrain. Terrain refers to the area that you are, walking on, to the ground. A trek is usually of several days over wild country. Exactly. So hike, ramble, hike, and trek. We use these 3 words, mostly with the verb go. Go rambling, go hiking, go trekking. Unrivaled program. Again, unrivaled, I mentioned it just a few minutes ago. The synonym could be unbeatable or unparalleled, unrivaled. means no other holiday program can match this. Send for our brochure. Send for our brochure. Send for somebody or something means ask for. Ask for brochure. Yeah. So enjoy the scenic wonders of a tropical paradise. Ecotourism at its best. Enjoy the scenic wonders of a tropical paradise. Scenic. Having views of attractive natural things in the countryside. Scenic, when something somewhere, let's say, is scenic, means the nature, the landscape is just great and you enjoy watching them. Enjoy the scenic wonders. Wonders here means surprises, natural surprises, okay? Of a tropical paradise. Paradise here refers to, again, the beauty of that place, looking like the paradise. What is it given meaning? A perfect place or situation, often collocated with tropical when describing somewhere hot and sunny. So, a tropical paradise. Ecotourism at its best. Ecotourism, common word when it comes to IELTS. Number 13, the business of organizing holidays in a way which helps local people and does not damage the environment. Ecotourism. Savor the renowned landscapes in our heartland. Savor. We've had this word like 3 times or twice, while we were studying the previous units. So I'm sure you're familiar with this. Savor, but here as a verb means enjoy or taste, often used in advertisements. So savor means enjoy or taste. The renowned is something or someone that is celebrated, that is famous, popular, well known. Yeah, renowned. Landscapes in our heartland. Heartland, the island areas furthest away from the sea or from borders with other countries. It means, so heartland, it's not close to the water. The word heart implies the meaning. So that is with the first page of Unit 27. Now going to the exercises. چجوری 9 گرفتی? Someone here asks for my band score 9 in IELTS. Actually, my band score is 8.5, not 9, but reading was 9. Yeah, I'm proud to say. Let me boast. And how? Vocabulary. Reading test is the vocabulary test. So by enhancing and boosting your vocabulary, you're gonna beat the reading section of the, not just IELTS, any test. Yeah. So the exercises. Complete the expressions and collocations in these sentences using words from A. Number 1, Malaysia, blank, some of the loveliest beaches in Asia. So, how do we fill the blank? Malaysia boasts some of the loveliest beaches in Asia. The tourism, blank, is very important to the economies of many developing countries. The tourism sector, right? The tourism sector is very important to the economies of many developing countries. Number 3, it is vital that tourism should not damage the flora and, what was that fixed phrase? Yeah, fauna. Flora and fauna of beautiful areas of this spectacular landscape. Okay, so you guys are dropping answers as comments. Thank you, Masa. I will be really glad if you just come along with me while doing the exercises. It would be a great help. So, it is vital that tourism should not damage the flora and fauna of beautiful areas of this spectacular landscape. Most tourists like to feel free to blank off the blank track. So, what was the phrase? Most tourists like to feel free to get off the beaten track. Means to go to unusual and some kind of undiscovered places. Most people, number 5, most people don't like to travel to places where there will be blank of other tourists. So, how do we fill in the blank? Most people don't like to travel to places where there will be hordes of other tourists, a large number of other tourists. Number 6, people who spend all their time in big cities often like to blank, back to blank when they go away for a holiday. People who spend all their time in big cities often like to get back to nature when they go away for a holiday. Yeah, get back to nature. Number 7, if you're blank something out of the blank, why not try a snowboarding holiday? It's certainly different. So if you're seeking something out of the ordinary, why not try a snowboarding holiday? It's certainly different. So sometimes, guys, I read the sentences twice or 3 times. You know, today, one of you guys texted me that you just skipped the exercises. By doing this, I want to let you know about the importance of the exercises. See, the first stage that you forget word is right after when you learn it for the first time, when you study it for the first time. So how do we avoid that, initial forgetting? By doing the exercises. So when doing the exercises, sometimes you forget the word natural. You go back to the context and text and you find the word. So it helps you to remember it, to learn it better. So don't skip the exercises, and while doing the exercises, try to, not just the exercises, the text as well, try to read the sentences out loud. Okay, learning languages is not like, doing maths all by your mind or something. You have to read out loud. It helps you with your pronunciation as well. Okay? So that's why I'm reading sentences over and over. I want you to pay attention to the pronunciation points, the linking points, and blah, blah, blah. Number 8, I guess. Yeah. When I travel, I always try to blank the crowds and find somewhere quiet. When I travel, I always try to escape the crowds and find somewhere quiet. Yeah. Number 9, there are vast blank of unspoiled land in the north of the country with blank rainforests and a blank of wildlife. When I travel, sorry. There are vast tracts of unspoiled, or the word that I said earlier on, stretches. There are vast stretches or tracts of unspoiled land in the north of the country. North of the country. You don't need to pronounce the V sound in the word of when it is followed by a consonant. North of the country. with virgin rainforests and a wealth of wildlife. Number 10, the country has fabulous national, of course, parks and nature reserves, or the phrase that I gave you, conservation areas. Yeah, conservation areas where you can camp or stay in basic accommodation. So that is with exercise 1. Any questions up to here? So, no questions. Okay. Number 2, use words from be opposite to fill the gaps based on the words given in brackets. This company, number 1, this company is excellent and their prices are, we have to use the words in parentheses, rival. So what word do we use? Unrivaled. This company is excellent and their prices are unrivaled, unbeatable, or unparalleled. The blank beauty of coastline is unforgettable. The scenic beauty of the coastline is unforgettable. Number 3, there are some absolutely blank beaches in the north. The word stun. So there are some absolutely stunning, you know, pay attention to the way that they are collocated with each other. They collocate with each other. There are some absolutely stunning beaches in the north. Number 4, I think Sun Travel Vacations is blank when it comes to value for money holidays. See how beautiful the phrase is. Value for money holidays. We had this phrase earlier, I think in previous unit, value for money. Value for money, it means something cheaper, okay? Value for money, now it is being used as an adjective. Value for money holidays. So I think Sun Travel Vacations is unbeatable when it comes to value for money holidays. Unbeatable, again, unrivaled or unparalleled. Number 5, the mountains, see how I pronounce it, mountains. If you pronounce it mountains, it's absolutely standard, okay, mountains. But you would hear native speakers pronouncing it like mountains, mountains, okay? But for sure it's not mountain. Don't make that mistake. The mountains were so blank. Some were over 5,000 meters high. What word do we use? The mountains were so awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring. The mountains were so awe-inspiring. Some were over 5,000 meters high. Number 6. We rented a blank villa. It was nice to be so near to the beach. So we rented a waterfront villa. Waterfront villa. It was nice to be so near the beach. And number 7. I just want somewhere quiet and relaxing to blank for a week. Unwind for a week. Yeah, unwind or wind down for a week. I just want somewhere quiet and relaxing to unwind for a week. Number 8. Everyone needs to blank their batteries now and again. Recharge. Yeah, recharge their batteries. Means to regain, to recollect their energy. Everyone needs to recharge their batteries now and again. Now and again or now and then. You would also hear with this, word. Now and again or now and then means time to time. And here, the word unplug just came into my mind. When you unwind, they also use the word unplug. When you plug your charger, for example, you plug it, okay? You receive electricity and you charge your device. But when you unplug yourself, it means that you don't work or study anymore and you just want to relax. This is a very common one in spoken English. Unplug yourself for the weekend, for example. It can be a synonym for the word unwind. Everyone needs to unplug. Here we cannot use it. No. It was the word recharge. So this could be plug their batteries now and again. But unplug more refers to, quitting, not working for a while and unwinding that way. So of course you cannot use it in this sentence, but I want you to know this word as well. Number 3, answer the questions. Order these words from the most physically demanding to the least physically demanding. Ramble, trek, hike. So the most demanding one would be trekking, then hiking, and then rambling. Number 2. What verb might you find in travel advertisements meaning enjoy? Savor, right? What adjectives can be used with traveler to mean one who knows exactly what he or she wants in terms of quality and style? What was the word? Discerning. Yeah, discerning. You can also use the word tasteful for someone who is aware of what they want. Tasteful. I have some words here. The word selective can be a synonym for tasteful and discerning. Discriminating, again, means discerning, discriminating. And judicious. Judicious, again, tasteful, selective, discerning, discriminating, and so on. Maybe if you just Google a synonym for the word discerning, you will find more synonyms. The name of the book, as is provided in the title of our live session, is English Vocabulary in Use, the advanced one, and now today we're working on unit 27. And let me say this for people who are watching us on YouTube. So guys, I've provided my Instagram account in the About section. So every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Iran time, I go live with my friend Malihe. She herself is a French teacher, but we work on this book so that she can improve her English. So in case the ones that are watching us on YouTube, in case you want to be on live sessions or help us doing the exercises, just follow me on Instagram and be here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Iran time. You can involve because I'm saying this because a lot of you guys ask me in the comment section that how can we involve. Some of you guys think that I use something like a Zoom or Skype for this meeting, but I hold these sessions on Instagram. So just simply follow me, and in case you want to use the live sessions and be here, Instagram. So that's all. And where was I? Number 4. Where would you find the bush? We said bush refers to areas covered with grass and trees, but mostly where? Africa and Australia. How do you say this, and what does it mean? 4x4, 4x4, and it refers to off-road vehicles where the power is on every single wheel, so that they can, they can beat the rough ground. If somewhere was described as a paradise, would that be positive or negative? Paradise, tropical paradise, absolutely positive. And number 4, think about holidays you have had. How would you describe them? Then think about your perfect holiday. What words from this unit can you use to describe it? So I really wanted to speak and share my experience with you, but since I've been talking non-stop for about 50 minutes, actually I'm already tired. So, but you guys can do this at home after, doing this unit. And actually you should, whether it be through speaking or writing. These kind of exercises, the over 2 parts, call you into action so that you use the words that you've studied. Not only in doing these exercises, oh my god, sorry for my stumbles, but in your daily conversations, everywhere that you see that it's suitable, it's the place to use the word, just use them. Okay, that's it, guys. That's all. Sometimes I misspell a word. I don't mean mispronounce. It rarely happens. But sometimes I misspell words, especially the words that I give you, as extra synonyms. And I really appreciate when you correct me on, in comment sections on YouTube. They are really useful. So just keep, giving the feedback, please. I really appreciate it. And I'm happy to see that we have friends from all over the world: Argentina, Africa, like Egypt, other Arab countries, Turkey, Japan. I read every single comment of yours, and I'm really happy that these lessons and weekly sessions can be useful for you. That's all. Thank you for your time, and that's it. Can you give us some hints for our accent? Mahsa, I think you've been in my live sessions before, and in case you haven't been, okay. See, it's more about reducing the accent than getting the accent, than picking up the accent. Okay, a lot of people, how did you get this accent? I didn't get this accent overnight, actually. I worked hard. I cannot deny my pronunciation coach. So it means you cannot do it all by yourself in the first place. There must be someone to correct you. When you pronounce something, you're not aware of your mistakes. But when there is somebody to correct you, so right there, you get corrected, and they show you how to articulate some sounds. So number 1, having a coach. Number 2, effort. Number 3, movies, series and series and series again. You cannot deny how huge the effect of series can be on your accent. But at the end of the day, your accent can change depending on where you are. See, when I was at university, I had a friend from another city, but we both shared the same language, namely Turkish. But it was for 2 weeks that I just, realized that I've lost my own accent, and I'm speaking in her accent, and it was really surprising for me that how powerful accents can be. So depending where you are, how what accent you're exposed to, you're gonna get that. Sometimes. So is this final? Is this stage final? That once you fix your accent, or let's say reduce your accent, and you're over it? No. Sometimes I just, reflect and see that, oh, my accent has, worsened. What can be the reason? My students, my lovely students, again, the atmosphere. So what do? I cancel my classes for a day or two. I just, escape to my series and new movies so that, I can recover my accent. So you shouldn't let go of it. It's a consistent work. You should always take care about it, okay? But do you have to? Do you have to? Of course not. As long as your pronunciation is clear, people don't misunderstand you, accent isn't a matter, okay? But for some people, it matters. It's important, For example, I coach some famous coaches from Iran, especially with their accents. Why? They have international clients. And they don't want their accent be a barrier between them and the client, okay? So that's important for them, and they try to reduce their accents as much as they can. And what do? They come to me as a coach, okay? So this is not something that you can handle it alone at the first place. Think of having a coach, Mahsa, for your pronunciation, and that's it. I guess I was clear enough, and I hope that my explanation was useful. So, do you have Clubhouse? No, I barely could manage my Instagram, so not thinking about Clubhouse. And any more questions? Thank you so much. Thank you. See you guys next week. Take care. Be safe. Bye.